Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, they'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready up.
Mike by 4. Mike by 4.
Go.
Here we go.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
On first down, right back to Lindsay. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, it's Lindsay. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Coaching spell. Smooth.
On first and 10, here's Locke. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Let's go.
Throwing on second and long. Locke flushed out right. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A first down there on a pickup of 25. A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Taco Charlton in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to fourth down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Yellow. No, lady. Yellow.
The first carry now. This is Williams. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 4-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch tight end. Even. 4 down. Even.
Hey, Sunday.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's going to air one out. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So forget about being backed up. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way across midfield. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
You can't block me.
Ready.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. That one goes for 24 yards. Throwing on 1st down is Locke. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 35-yard line. On 1st down, Locke. And his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, but it's going to be 2nd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Mike, 53. 53.
Block will try again on second down. And he comes back with one complete. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Into the red zone, it's Locke. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They look to throw. It's Locke. Flush to his right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And McManus able to put it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. I'm coming for you.
Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes going for the deep ball. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 31-yard line.
On the ready.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe bashed
that.
it.
Super toe.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Go there. 90 wolf.
Number 53. Mike 53.
Look. Squeeze. Now.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Ready.
Clock now on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Let's go. 18 Gator.
6-man. Check curl.
Cheat grip.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
They'll try the draw, Lindsey. Shifts by him, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Go. 15-1. 15-9. Leo. Look at me. Go.
Lucky.
5.
They'll try to run with Carson. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer at him again.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Chris Carson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, and the Broncos have taken the lead. McManus's point after is good, and the lead is now 10-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Key 26.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh. 22 Jet Bomber. 22 Jet Bomber.
Under coach. Check 31. Check 31.
Hey, Alpha.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Come. Let's go.
To throw again on second down. Lock. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
On third and long, it's Lock. Escaping the pressure right. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Call that a very strong gain of 24. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. From midfield, here's Lock. Flushed out right. This is the tight end Fant. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 27-yard line.
And the Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 20.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
Let's go. Let's do it.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
61, Matchbox Lights.
No. Off. Kill. Turn it up. Kill.
Ready?
On second down, a run with Lindsey. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
Check three. Showing up.
They're going with Lindsey. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's Lindsey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Check safety. Watch the twist.
Get it.
On 2nd down, it's Lindsey. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
On the double.
Mike 5-4. Okay, double it.
Hey, box truck.
Right there.
On 3rd down, Bowser, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point from McManus is good, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Tight end right. Hey. I 7, let's go.
Mahomes going to throw. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is what I'm doing.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And they came out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start this second half with their first drive.
Can't imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure they talked about, okay, kind of wipe the slate clean, start the second half, and let's go out and play the way we know that we can. That's not a great example of it.
They didn't envision that.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
They'll run on first down. Lindsey. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Hey, exit.
Check. Yo.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Locke forced out to his left. Pass incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Locke now to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
The kick by McManus is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes, it's Hill, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Mahomes now on first down. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Shaquille Barrett able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. On the ground, this is Williams. Williams loses the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And in fact, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
On first down, it's Lindsey. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Phillip Lindsay, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. McManus now for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Got his man. It's Williams. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up a third down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
First down, Chiefs.
Hey, we got 3 down.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Finding Williams once more, complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be a second down.
At the 44-yard line.
And again, it's Mahomes. It's Williams on the catch. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Mahomes now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down. Mahomes now to throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Mahomes to throw once more. Complete, the tight end Kelce. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He's got it to Williams. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down.
43.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Darren Lee picks him, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Hey, tighten down. There you go. Shift! Watch the shift!
Be careful.
Another run by Lindsey. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth. The Broncos on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Hey, orbit.
Locke going to try and throw on third down. He's going to air one out. It got his man complete. The 20. 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Broncos push further out in front. McManus's point after is good, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it a second down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Mahomes. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
This is caught. Watkins. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. This ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But yeah, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is, and I'm glad that you went in that direction because otherwise we're going to have to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams, they put it all together. And I got to tell you, I am beyond impressed by what I've seen from this team.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now it's Carson, and he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 2nd down now. It's Lindsey, and he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And McManus able to put it through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. They'll run it with Williams. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 2 yards and able to get the 1st down in the process. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
65, 65.
Williams. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the 1st quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right?